You booked. I think I want to say.
Hold on.
You talked about booking in March.
If we gonna tell the story, I found us an Airbnb that would have roomed everyone. Had a full kitchen.
Who's everyone?
Had a refrigerator. Had a refrigerator, and it had a backyard pool and eye type deal.
So what you're saying is you had a nice place and you didn't book. Why didn't you book?
Oh, we can get into that. Buns is why we did not book. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Roundstar Podcast. We're here for another episode. Today we are discussing some CEO nonsense that happened and all the things in between who we met, what we did, how we got there, how it was when we got there, the moments we missed.
Missed opportunities.
But anyway, we're going to get into it. To my right, I got my other co-host with me. I got Nate. And then to my left, I have next to me, sorry, Snorlax. And then to the left of him, we have Zora. Yeah, I know, I'm terrible with this. But anyway, we're going to get into it. So, this is going to be probably a two-part. Honestly, because so much happened. I didn't realize we could do so much in 3 days, to be honest with you.
4 days.
It was. The event was 3 days, but we were 4 days.
Yeah.
Technically 5 if you really count, because we left on Monday.
We did leave on Monday, that's true.
That's not as eventful.
Yeah, it's neither here nor there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this started out because I'm going to just go ahead and get it off my chest because I got to talk about this. For those who don't know, we already had this. We already filmed it. We shot it, but there were technical difficulties.
It exploded.
So we're doing it again. We got to talk about this hotel again.
That's why you didn't get the episode.
As a whole, I'm just going to say this right now. Everyone listening to this, at one point or another, somebody's getting called out about something that happened during that weekend.
I'm not sorry.
We're not sorry. Some people need to be called out, and some of the call-outs are just funny. It's just hilarious.
But yeah.
Why are you looking at
Yeah. Oh, because you're one of them.
I know I'm one of them, but
don't be offended. This is all in good fun.
You might not make it to part 1, but you definitely making it to part 2.
Yeah.
Hell, there may be part 3s in the Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Subscribe.
Also,
subscribe, please.
I'm not gonna hold you. Before we even get too far. Yeah, Jules, you finna get called out.
But before we start everything, I want to say, Air Trip to CEO. One of the things that happened is that we met Ant House Beats.
So on this episode, we're gonna have Ant House Beats music on here. We'll definitely have a
shout out
to him. We'll have a
fucking
link.
G,
dope
bro.
dude.
Yeah, we'll have a link towards it, towards his Spotify, so you guys can go check him out. I would highly recommend going to listen to his music because I was listening to his music after I was introduced to him the entire time I was up there.
Yep.
I enjoyed almost every song I heard.
I've been listening to Ant House Beats for a while now. Music I play at work, stuff like that, just great stuff. So huge shout out.
Yep.
So thank you.
But with that being said, let's go ahead and get it started.
Day uno, not CEO day
Dawn
one.
of the first day.
Hour day one.
First day.
We playing with Jorah's Mask.
Yeah, bro. We had a 72-hour clock. Dawn of the first day.
So but we went up there. We left here at what, 11?
Like 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30.
We literally got in the car at 10:30.
Yeah, so we
I
left
think we
here.
went to the gas station and we left the gas station like 11.
Yeah, we left here. We went to the gas station. We picked up breakfast. We picked up snacks because we about to be on the road for the next 4 to 5 hours.
I am not skinny. I need to eat.
To give you guys some context, we are in Southwest Florida, and we were traveling to Daytona for CEO, which is on the other coast. North and on the other coast.
Yep.
Damn.
Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
The Atlantic Ocean, which is beautiful, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
we'll talk about that later.
We went up there, and the way I took the back roads because I don't want to pay tolls because I'm cheap like that. So we take the back roads, and who's riding with me is Nate and Frank. Frank looking left, looking right, looking left, looking right. I don't like this. Just like he was just really uncomfortable riding the back roads. I mean, anybody who's not from Florida There is a very specific reason. I'm not going to say it because we're on YouTube and not trying to get in trouble. I'll probably talk about it on the Patreon and let y'all know what happened over there. But I'm not saying it on YouTube. But if you from here, if you know, you know. If you know, you know there was a very specific reason. So it took us a little longer to get up there than what I expected. But I drive like a demon.
Yeah.
So
bad out of hell.
Yeah, anybody who knows me knows. If we all traveling to the same place at the same time, I'm probably gonna get there first. Like 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna beat you there.
Just to give you an example, we traveled to Flynn's last year for Fighter Fest, and we went to Perkins, and it was Urbane and Sin in one car, and it was myself, Crispy Chris, and Waffles in the other car. We left at the same time. He got there almost 30 minutes before I did.
Yep, I parked the car and I was like, yo, where y'all at? They was like, where you at? I was like, I'm in the parking lot. They was like, where? I was like, at Flint.
Damn.
So 30 minutes away.
No, so when we got there, we finally get up there, right? And we get to the hotel. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, this hotel's name was the Boardwalk Inn. Don't ever go there.
Simba, that's the Mammoth Graveyard. You must never go there.
You must never go there.
Never go there. So we pull up, and at first I'm looking at the parking lot. I'm already uneasy because of how the parking lot's set up.
Oh, yeah.
Like me, Nate, and Frank, we looking and we see like there's a car here and then there's a car parked in front. But immediately we notice there is no way for the first car to get out because there's already a car in front of it and there's a car to the side of it.
Yeah. Your car's trapped.
The car is trapped. We immediately know that. So we're like, all right, cool. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's just the parking lot's messed up. At this point, I still have a sliver of hope. I'm like, all right, cool. I walk inside. I walk in the building. Everybody behind the desk speaking patois. Shouts out to all my Jamaicans. I love y'all. I rock with y'all. I grew up with y'all. But everybody behind the counter speaking patois. And I understand everything they're saying. So I'm hearing all the problems that's going on with the hotel. They're probably used to speaking patois because the people who come over to Daytona Beach probably don't understand them. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Like, it was a lot of white people there. No offense. But I'm pretty sure no one understood them. But I definitely did. I'm like, this is a problem. So I walk back out to the car. I look at Nate. I look at Frank. I'm like, hey, just so y'all know, we about to be in for some BS. What do you mean? Everybody behind the counter is Jamaican. What does that mean? Look, they are good people. They are great people. I love hanging with them. But they are some of the cheapest people I've ever met. Like, you think Jewish people is cheap? They ain't got nothing on Jamaicans.
Shout out to my Jewish people. Love y'all.
But nah. So I go back inside. I pay for the first room. And then they hand me this form. I was like, what is this for? What? And they're like, oh, this is the form for your badge for your car. It's like, badge for my car? What do you mean? Oh yeah, you put this. It's one of those slips that they put on the door handle. Yeah. And they filled it out, and it pretty much says your car is good from this day to this day. If it's parked in this spot after this day, it will be towed type deal. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, y'all just get one for everybody's car. I look over to my left. There's a sign that says 1 car per room. I'm immediately like, oh.
How many cars were going to be along with your rooms?
3.
Damn.
So I'm like,
that's tragic.
Okay. All right. Whatever. David's there. I paid for the first room. I was like, hey, David, can you like put down the 150 for the second room? He's like, nah, I don't got it. So I went outside to Frank. I was like, yo, do you have 150 for the second room? Like, I got it, but I don't want to pay for it. And then Frank is like, I got it. I just don't feel like walking inside. So I'm going to send it to you. You can pay for it. I was like, whatever. That works for me. You know, we pay for the room. I give the second door handle or badge to David. We get all the stuff out the car. We go to the elevator. Man, when I tell you this elevator was so broke down and busted. We hit the button. It was on the second floor. We hit the button for it to come down. It took like 5 minutes for the door to open. We were just like, at first we were like, does it work? Should we just walk up? Should we just...
I ain't walking up.
That was exactly...
Fucking luggage. When I had all that shit on me, I was like, nah, bro, I ain't fucking walking up them stairs. You ain't catching me doing that shit.
I also had a bunch of luggage on me. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm right with him.
I ain't walking up them fucking stairs.
So the elevator finally comes down. We get upstairs. We go to the room. Their room key works. Ours doesn't.
Of course.
And I'm like, I get up there. I hit the badge. No sound, no nothing. Papa. Door's not opening. I hit it again. Papa. Nothing. Bro, I lean my head back. Because at this point, I'm just trying to keep my composure. And I'm like, I'm going to have to go down here and talk to these people about another key, ain't I? Mm-hmm. So I had to walk back downstairs. I was like, hey, can I get a working key for my room? And it's like, what do you mean working key? I'm like, this key doesn't work. But then they start speaking in patois again. Yet again, I understand it. And they're telling me, oh, no, that's the doorknob that's broken. We just need to give him whatever key was there. And she switches out the key. She gives me the right key. And then I go and hit it. And like, you still don't see any lights. You don't hear anything, but the door unlocked. So it was like, whatever. We can get it.
It works, man.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, I don't even care. Let's just get in the room. The room's going to make me feel better.
Remember that comment that he made about cheapness? When you know the door is broken, you have a specific key for it, maybe get it fixed. Just saying.
Nah. So we get in the room, open the door. Bruh, I was so mad about this. At this point, after everything else that had already happened, I was like, bruh, this is the last thing I need right now. So we open the room. There's a small couch. There's a table that's supposed to have 2 chairs. We were missing one. There's a bathroom with 2 doors. There's 2 beds. And I think that was like it. So I'm like, you know what? After all this fighting, we made it to the room. I'm not even mad no more. I just don't care. We here, whatever. And as we sit down, we unpacking our stuff. Nate goes, hey, I can't connect to the internet. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm connected, but I can't connect. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, all right, cool. I try it. I put the code in. Sure enough, you can connect to the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi does not reach the internet.
Nope.
So now I gotta go back downstairs to figure out what's going on. Yeah. I get downstairs and I'm like, yo, my apologies, because I know you just work here and I don't mean to keep bothering you. But any reason why the internet won't connect? Oh, the main system went down because of the storm. It should be back up in a little bit. Ours just came back up.
It's kind of a weak internet if it went down because of the storm.
Spoilers.
What is this? What is this? Satellite dish?
4 days. It never came back.
So now I go back to the room. I tell them they said we should be back on a little bit. They're like, cool, bet, whatever. And at the longer we expect the room, the more things we find out about the room that are like just not good.
Man, I'm glad I didn't stay at that place because the way I am,
Hilton.
Bro,
You done went fucking crazy.
Oh
man.
my God.
You done went nuts. Bro.
And funny part about it is Nate and Frank are just laughing.
It's so
the
funny.
whole time.
He is so pissed off.
Yeah.
I was dying, dude. I was so fucking funny.
I wasn't there at that point.
Holy
I wish
shit,
I
it
was.
was hilarious.
so for us, it was me, Walt Coyote, Crispy Crisps, and Walt's other 2 kids, Anthony and Brandon, and his wife Miriam. We all rode in his Jeep. Talk about Tetrising that car to have all the luggage.
That's a lot of luggage.
Yeah,
bro.
that was a lot of luggage. So we said, nah, we ain't gonna take I-4 because it turns into a parking lot. We gonna take the back roads. Mm-hmm. So we also experienced what you experienced.
If you know.
You know.
Bruh.
So, we took the drive. We took 5 hours.
We took 4.
We follow the law to an extent.
I did follow the law.
Yo, law.
I didn't break a law because I didn't get caught doing nothing illegal.
Gray area.
Great.
So, we made a pit stop at a Publix once we were closer and
Get
out
that
of the
puff
backwards. No. We went to the bathroom break, get our legs stretched, grab
Fair
a few,
enough.
couple of snacks because we did get snacks earlier, but we got more snacks because. Yeah.
By the
we
way, if
big.
you're not in
I'm big, at
Florida,
least.
If you're not in Florida, you need to try out pub subs. You need to
Yo,
come down
for
here.
real.
Pub subs.
Publix
fire.
are not a northerner thing. There's no Publixes like above Georgia.
Nah.
I don't know what it is.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Come down here
If
and
you
get
come
some
down
pub
to
subs.
Florida, get some pub subs.
They have
bro.
Kroger's. That's
So
what
good.
it is.
That's also true. So we pulled into Daytona. You know, we saw the International Speedway, the big "Welcome to Daytona Beach" sign. We
I
go
see
over
that.
the bridge. We come down, and we're like, "Boardwalk Inn, isn't that where Urbane and them are staying?" And Walt's like, "I think that's what they said," and I said, "Oof, I hope not." It looked run down as shit.
Bruh. Meanwhile, I was over there fuming.
So we stayed at the Hilton that was
my God.
that was across the street from the Ocean Center. That was the CEO hotel, one of the CEO hotels. The other one was the Daytona Grand Inn, I believe it was called. But we stayed at the Hilton right across the street. We pull up. Shouts out to the Hilton, but we had some problems that we had to cover. So we get there, we unload. They come and help us with our bags. Walter got the car parked. Apparently later on in the night, we found out that one of Walt's bags ended up staying on the curb. But security found it, took care of it. He got it back. We get to the hotel, and the elevator, you have to, key card the elevator for it to work. My thing is, Hilton, how you gonna have a huge gaming convention be the featured hotel for that convention, have 4 elevators, and only 2 of them work, and one keeps going down the entire weekend?
To be fair, I was at the. We visited the Hilton. Y'all was working the absolute
Hell.
dog out of them hotel elevators.
But when
Dog,
we
yeah.
all got there on Thursday, 2 were already down. That was not our fault. Just saying.
It wasn't your fault.
No. So,
But every time we hopped in the elevators, you know what we heard? Like, hey.
there was one point where I'm like, damn, am I gonna die in this elevator?
Real talk, I was saying that too.
So, we get to our rooms. Walt's got 2 connected rooms. I got my own. I got the king size. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna brag a little bit because holy shit. Bathroom is small, but it has 2 sinks, one outside the bathroom and one inside the bathroom. As a big man, I was using that outside one because space.
Yep.
Because you had to shimmy into the bathroom my size.
Yeah, it was a little shit closet.
Yeah, it really was. Literally.
But
a shit closet.
It came in clutch.
But the bed, king size bed, and it's a kind of a small balcony. There's not really a balcony. The sliding glass door opens and you can,
You got a little railing.
look over. You got a little railing and sit. So
It's
you
facing
don't,
the ocean.
But it's facing the Daytona Beach Atlantic Ocean. Boy, those sunrises were nice to look at every morning.
Y'all see how different
Our experiences.
our experiences are?
But see, you want to know the difference between these 2 experiences? CEO got announced January.
Oh, the difference? Buns.
I
Ouch.
myself talked to Walt and we booked our stuff in January. When did you book?
I don't
Yeah.
even remember.
Yeah, Alex, when did you book?
I don't even remember.
When were you supposed to book?
Right after y'all, because we talked about it the same day.
So like you booked I think I want to say
Hold on.
You
No,
talked about booking in March.
If we gonna tell the story, I found us an Airbnb that would have roomed everyone. Had a full kitchen.
Who's everyone?
Had a refrigerator. No, had a refrigerator, and it had a backyard pool and eye type deal.
It was dope.
If we would have got that Airbnb, I wouldn't have had to buy no convention food. I would have just cooked the shit. Yo.
So what you're saying is you had a nice place and you didn't book. Why didn't you book?
Oh, we can get into that. Buns. Buns is why we did not book. I want you to
Call
know
out
this.
number 2.
I want you to know this
Why is it the
because
second?
it.
Who's
Huh?
the first one?
The
Boardwalk
Boardwalk Inn.
Oh.
Boardwalk Inn got called out first. But anyway, Buns
Tengu, put a counter.
had a friend that he wanted to invite. Cool, fair, no problem. I'm not going to get into the story, but there were complications. That's all I'm going to say. And due to these complications, it wound up me having to rebook at the time a room for 10 people at the time in less than 2 months. For anybody who's never been to a convention, do you know how fast hotel rooms go?
You know what? Hotel rooms are usually available 2 months prior to the convention.
No.
The Boardwalk Inn.
Yep. So,
You wonder why? That is why.
I forgot to say this part. We get to the Boardwalk Inn, right? They ask me how many people I got in my room. I'm like 5 in one, 5 in the other. They're like, cool, bet, whatever. They hand me wristbands. And they tell me, hey, these wristbands are for the complimentary breakfast and the pool. I'm like, cool, whatever. What is the continental breakfast? Oh, we have muffins and granola bars, and coffee is 24 hours. Muffins and granola bars and 24-hour coffee.
I'll talk about the continental breakfast at Hilton later on. Sorry.
Bro, I hate them so much. I still hate that place. Like, bro.
So when
So
we got,
basically, what we're saying is, Dennis got the
Dennis
the
got- I
nice
planned
rich
ahead and
people
got a
that,
nice-
Dennis got the gated community.
Yeah.
And we got Section 8.
you know the funny part is, I'm pretty sure we
Section eight is
paid
wild.
about the same amount.
Yes.
Section 8 is wild.
because
Here's another call out for the people who were supposed to be in the room with me. Turns out we could have just got one room.
Yeah, why did you just keep letting people tack on more people to the fucking room?
It wasn't me tacking on more people. It was people coming to me and telling me, hey, so-and-so joined us. And then they gave me a form of payment. And I'm like, I had no discussion with this person.
Just fucking no.
I had no
Just
idea
give
with
them
this.
no. Just no. Here's your money back. No.
next year it looks like it's gonna be a no though.
Next year is going to be me. The rest of y'all can figure it out. I'm sorry. This is the first and the last time I try to get a bunch of FGC gamers to do something on time. I don't even know why I tried it, because we run a local every week. How often do we start on time?
It's very rare. And if we do,
on time.
I should just
They're
get the 5
stragglers
that was in the
anyway.
room.
We never start
I
on
just say
time.
just get the 5 in the
But
room. I gave you the cash out.
you
real
were
fast.
part of that not starting on time because you be wanting to wait for motherfuckers. I say just run that shit.
yeah.
You know, because I'm at
Nah, fuck it.
no.
They
Because
late.
if they are coming late and I'm still setting shit up, which I usually am, I'm like, fuck it, because I'm not done setting stuff up anyway.
Nope. Fuck it. They late.
DQ.
Yep.
Anyway,
But yeah,
we
anyway.
get to the hotel, we drop our stuff. Alex calls me.
Yeah, well, no, by the time, so when we dropped off our stuff and we finished what we were doing, we went back to the event center.
Yep.
Because we were like, man, we here. They said we could pick up our badges today. Let's just go get our badges. So like, we hop in the car. We pull into the parking lot. It was free for that day because the event hadn't started yet, so they weren't charging anybody. So we park in the back. We go around front. We get into the venue. We walk in and we see Yipes. Because I forget who pointed out. One of y'all pointed out.
We were coming down the elevator from Dennis's room.
No. Oh, yeah, first.
That's the first time we saw you.
Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah, okay. So we didn't see Yipes at that point. We walk in. We saw Jabali when we walked in.
Yeah.
That's what we saw.
Yeah.
We saw Jabali.
Yeah, we saw Jabali.
Yeah, and then we walked down to the attendance stand where they're giving out badges. I get my badge, Nick gets his badge, Frank gets his badge. As David's going to get his badge, the lady looks at him and goes, "The line starts back there, sir." And he had to go to the back of the line.
God
to
damn.
get his badge.
Get fucked.
I can imagine just David just.
Yo, he was not
Waddling
happy.
back.
He was not happy.
You fucking telling me to
Waddling
go to the
back.
back of the line. Oh,
He
hell
said
no.
waddling.
Waddling back. It's facts. That's what you do when you take an L, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, so we get the badges. That's when we walk. We get the badge. We go back to the car. We saw them.
Who's them? Point them out.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. What are their
Who
names?
are they?
Okay, it's me, Demi, Buns, and Esther. That's who it was.
Okay.
We go through and we're like, oh man, it's right there. We're gonna go past it. He's like, oh boy, I can't park right here. So we gotta go all the way down to the roundabout, make a roundabout right around, and then come back to where the convention was. And that's what Alex saw. So without context, it kind of looks like, oh, these people are lost.
No, what
Where
I
they
saw
going?
was they pulled into the parking lot. My car is one of like 2 out of 3 cars in there. And mine's on, and me and Nate are sitting in the front. I don't have tint. How you don't see me or Nate is beyond me.
We weren't looking for it.
So I see Buns pull a Yui. I look at Nate. I'm like, am I gonna have to chase them down? He was like, I
Yup.
guess so, because you letting them go away. And I was like, then I had to chase them down. Finally get behind them. I'm like, yo, what's going on? We started making plans for stuff because Buns was trying to go to the hotel room. We were trying to get something to eat. But y'all stuff was still in Buns' car. So I remember that part.
So
And then I called you.
then Urbane calls me, hey, where y'all at? We getting badges. I'm like, you know what? We're putting our stuff down right now. We're gonna go get our badges now. So myself, Walt, the whole family went down because they all had badges, and we went and get stuff. As we're walking up, we saw y'all guys pulling down the street. So we went in, we got our badges. The line was not that long. Crisp. Obviously, he's a teenager. He doesn't have any forms of ID. So they tell him, okay, you need to show us your reservation. Where do I find that? We had to scroll through his emails and figure it out, so we had to go to add a line. And we had to help him find the Start GG sign up. I mean, it's like, did you sign up to Start GG? Yes, then it should be in your email. They sent me something, I don't remember. Sure enough, he had opened it.
Yep.
So we get all our badges and we connect with y'all. I don't know where y'all were at this point. Y'all had
I know
our
exactly where they were. They went back to the hotel.
okay.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to go to the hotel, and then they was talking about walking back because we were trying to go find somewhere to eat at that time. And at this point is where I was the most annoyed.
Yeah.
Because I was already annoyed by the hotel room. And then I'm annoyed because they talk about they're going to be there in 20 minutes.
so
Wasn't there for like 30. And then I got the
That was
group
more than that.
rolled with me complaining about being hungry and waiting on them. And I'm like, yo, it's too many people with too many problems that I can't fix right now.
So like y'all asked me, like I've been to CEO once last year. It was in Daytona, same venues, the whole nine. I had heard that the barbecue place
Across the street
from the venue was fire. Everybody was talking about it, the whole nine, right? So I said, look, barbecue place is right there. Let's not bother looking for stuff. Let's just go over there. Walt takes the family upstairs because they were going to go finish getting settled in, and then they were going to come back down. I waited with y'all, and then we get to the barbecue place, and they're like, all right, if your group is larger than 10, we need your entire group here to sit you. Cool. All right, we're waiting outside. It's Daytona. It's humid.
Sure is.
So these motherfuckers, we don't know where they're coming.
And we can't call them because ain't nobody picking up the phone.
No one's picking up the phone.
Except for Esther.
No service.
Walt, his wife, and Chris were the only ones that came down from his family. The other two boys stayed in the hotel, ordered some pizza. I think they were the smart ones at the end of it all. And then they came down finally after a while, and we sat there and we're like, these motherfuckers ain't answering the phones. We don't know. Let's just get seated, and when we'll play it by ear.
Time to eat.
So we sit down, we order, and then these guys finally show up, right? The wait staff gets a little mad at us because you were supposed to wait for you all to be here before we sat you down, and we sat you down in the incorrect areas.
Here's where the issue was, because when they walked by us, and this is why they call you little buns, by the way.
Yeah.
They walked by us. I explained to them, hey, we already sat down. Just tell them y'all are another group. They'll sit you down out here, and we'll be fine. What did you tell them, Zora?
Oh, I'm with them.
Mind you, I heard him say this. He was in the table behind me because we were on little bench, picnic type style benches. So we were seated individually, like 6 to 6. I heard him say it. That's all I'm saying. I heard him.
I didn't even know they was mad at us until Dennis told me it was mad at us. And I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, I gave the man the play-by-play. All you had to do was say exactly what I said.
You know what I heard? I heard, oh, you gotta go to the front desk. That's what I heard.
And nothing else.
Bro,
He said when you get to the front desk, and that's all you heard.
that's all I heard. They said go to the front
The
desk.
rest was just like Charlie Brown's teacher.
But anyway, we get the food. I'm not gonna lie, who got the most interesting plate was Nate. I'm gonna let him describe the plate because that was crazy.
So, I went like it was like the fucking normal menu, or whatever, and then they had a section that was like the combos and shit. And I go to the bottom of the combo menu, and there's this combo that's got like ribs, brisket, pulled pork, bone-in chicken, couple wings, 2 sides. You get like mac and cheese or fucking beans or whatever, and you get a slice of cornbread. And then I also got a side of fries, and I made them chili cheese fries, right? And I was like, oh, sounds good. It's a little bit of everything. Cool, whatever. I thought it was going to be like a sample platter. Nah, they bring out 2 big-ass oval-shaped platters. Not plates, platters. I'm like, this mine? Oh, yeah, this for you. All right, cool. No problem. I don't got no problem with it. And then everybody else gets their food. Everyone starts tucking in, starts eating.
So I got the pulled pork and the brisket with, I think I got fries.
Nah, he got that, and then so he wasn't even done explaining that plate. There was still more.
There was a lot on it. But after everyone was done eating, I was still eating.
Yes, he was.
So I knew I was in trouble because I was like, damn, I'm fucking full of shit. And I look down on my plate, and there's still a whole bone-in fucking rib just sitting there. I'm like, yo, I gotta eat that. Nah, we ain't gonna let this go to waste. So I start fucking eating the rib.
He said, I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, I ain't fucking wasting no food. You gotta be kidding me. She brings the check, and on the check, it shows all the stuff, right, that was ordered. And then it gets to mine, because it's the same price as the combo, quote unquote, that was on the menu. And it says, belly buster combination. I'm like,
That makes sense.
I know why I'm full now.
So David and Frank are like, we want ice cream. We want ice cream. We want ice cream.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah, my bad, man.
The pulled pork was good. Brisket, not so much.
Brisket was dry.
The hype around that barbecue place,
Nah.
it didn't live up to hype. Sorry.
It was okay.
It saved the day, but
There were certain things that were really, really good,
Yeah.
and there were other things that I was like,
for a barbecue
The
place,
brisket
for a
was kinda
barbecue
good,
only
man.
place with a big ass barbecue sign on it, I was a bit disappointed.
Yeah. Most definitely.
But anyway, we
But
digress.
like I said, I'm used to.
See, here's the thing. Y'all had
I'm used to really good-
I didn't. I make my own barbecue, so I had no expectations.
So like the barbecue sauce that you had access to, those are pretty good ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
no,
The ribs
I
are
will
pretty
say.
good. I think the pulled pork was good. I think the chicken was good. The brisket was whatever.
Yeah, I think everyone's in
The,
agreement.
the
The biscuits
fries
sucked.
were also kind of whatever.
Yeah.
The chili on the fries is good, but the fries themselves were like meh.
So I think what made the chili fries kind of bad was the fact that the chili and fries is cool, but the fries themselves weren't crisp,
No,
like at all. They
they
were
very soggy.
yeah.
Yeah. The cornbread was good.
Yeah.
The mac and cheese was mid.
The garlic toast is pretty
The
good.
garlic toast is pretty good.
The garlic toast
the
was
baked
good,
beans
yes.
are pretty good. Yeah, it was like a hit or miss. I'll give it like a 3 out of 5. You know,
It was
it's
mid.
average.
It was
yeah.
mid.
Average.
So everybody finishes their food. Frank and David are like, "You want ice cream?" David's like, "Yeah, I want ice cream. Let's go get ice cream. Y'all want to get ice cream?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm good.
I'm
probably just
lactose intolerant, so I'm like, nah, this is CEO. I ain't gonna miss out because I've been in the toilet all weekend.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm probably just gonna chill out with Dennis and them. You know, run some matches, do whatever.
You were gonna run matches. I said, I ain't going. I'm running matches.
Yeah, I get up to go back to the room. I was
Y'all didn't come
expecting-
up yet though.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
I was expecting Nate to 100% like go with Frank and David.
I never pass up free shit, bro.
Yeah. So then when I turned and I started walking toward over there with Dennis and Nate following, I'm like, "You good?"
I'm really full.
He was there. His words. I'm really full.
Really full.
I was like,
Like
bet.
dangerously full. Like you poke me, something might pop out, bro. Dangerously full.
And you know, in the time I've known this man, never have I seen him
Not
defeated like
once.
that.
I was so full.
I didn't even stare. I didn't even look at him, bro. Like I
was
never even
so
saw him
full.
because we were just straight up. We were like, okay, we gotta go pick up our stuff. So we
I
gotta
basically ate a fucking food challenge, bro.
That shit was crazy.
So we decided because your hotel was not up to par.
Questionable.
Questionable at best.
We decided to go to my room and run some sets.
Yep.
You guys went to go get your stuff from Buns' car.
Oh yeah, that's a whole ass adventure, bro.
So-
we went out.
I'm gonna let him tell it. We gonna let him tell his adventure story
Go
because
ahead. Go ahead.
Jesus,
Bro,
Hold
okay.
on, hold on. But preface this. Here's the premise. Me, Dennis, at that time Walter, I think had just joined us.
Walt, Nate, and Frank
Frank and
and David and Chris.
We were all in the room already.
It was jam packed.
Yeah,
There's pictures.
and now we can let Zora tell his story.
It was like we called this the dojo. That was like a remote dojo.
That was definitely a remote dojo.
Definitely.
But yeah, we ended up walking back. We walked back to the hotel. We had to go grab all of our stuff, like my suitcase, all that stuff. Demi just had a bag. I'm gonna have to learn from him because I just need a bag. That's it, so that I can move around.
No, you don't. You know why?
Why?
You know why you had a suitcase?
Why?
How did you dress the entire weekend?
I just really
There you go. That's why.
How did Demi dress the entire week?
Yeah, okay, I got you.
No offense.
No offense, Demi.
Might as well go ahead and put that call out counter up again.
No offense, buddy. But yeah, so we went, grabbed our stuff, and then we were walking back. We were gonna go to the Hilton. They told us, oh, we're at the Hilton. Okay, cool. So we're walking. While we're walking, we see a sign, and it says Hilton. It said something Hilton. Okay, I was like, oh, this gotta be it. I called David. I'm like, David, does it have like a parking thing that's like it looks like kind of rounded and stuff? He's like, yeah. All right, cool. We go in there. He's like, yo, you can't go up the elevator unless you have a key card. So you try to get somebody that's around there with a key card. I was like, all right, cool. Me and then we walk around, and then we're standing in the elevator, and then we go in. Somebody like pressed the button, and we're like, oh, we gotta get to him, right? And then when we're all in the elevator, none of us have key cards. And then we're like, bro, how the heck are we gonna go? There's one dude, shout out to that man. He walks in there with a key card, presses all the buttons. I'm like, what the heck? What in the world, bro? We're gonna be here forever. So we end up going.
Probably one of the reasons the elevators got busted.
Yeah, most likely.
But I digress.
So we go to the 6th floor, and these guys were telling us, and they were like, "Oh, it's 605, right?" It was 605, and then I called David again. I'm like, "David, what number was it?" He's like, 605. I'm like, "You mean 655 or 665?" He's like, "No, 605." I'm like, "Bro, this is not 605. Is oh, you guys are on the other side?" I'm like, Yeah.
of the hotel.
Of the hotel.
So
There's 2 towers.
So
I didn't
at
know.
the time, David thought you hung up on him. But what actually happened is
We lost signal.
He lost signal.
Yeah,
So
we're going
David, the phone hangs up. David's like, Alex, you might have to go. I was like, if you tell me that I gotta go and find these 2, they got lost walking across the street. What do you mean? He's like, I think you might have to actually go and find them. So I am like, now, yet again, I'm like, all right, try and call Zora. Goes to voicemail. Try calling like 2 or 3 more times. Goes to voicemail. So now I get up. I asked for your key card.
I preface this by saying this, that none of this would happen if we hadn't been lazy as fuck and just gone down and gotten them. So I had to call out to us because
No, because they were on the other side. So even if we had gone down, we wouldn't have seen
Yeah,
them.
you would have seen
he's
it.
not wrong.
So at this point, right, while there was no signal, the reason why there was no signal is because we were going down the stairs, and there's no signal while you're in the stairs, right? So we're going down the stairs, we keep on going, and me and Demi find ourselves in a predicament. We
What
go
was
out
that?
the stairs, and it's just pitch black, and we don't know where the fuck we are.
The fucking
And I call-
basement.
Jesus Christ.
So the stairs in the Hilton.
David. I call Alex or David. I don't know who I called. And then I was like, yeah, we're like in the back of somewhere. We're like in an alley. Like we don't know what the heck we don't know where we're at. And then we figured, like we just kept on walking and we figured out where we were. We were like in the back of the plaza where you basically where Dennis is staring from his hotel. So we walk around and we keep on going. And then as we keep on going, it's like, okay, it's not this one. We go keep on going, and there's a big ass sign that says Hilton Hotel. And we're like, oh, this one gotta be it.
Yeah, no shit.
This one gotta
Through
be
process of elimination.
So mind you, at this time, I done got up, put my shoes back on, because I'm like, nah, I gotta go find these 2. I get in the elevator, and one of the dudes in there was like, I'll get in. He was like, rough day? I was like, yeah, man. He's like, what happened? You lose your kids or something? I was like, something like that. I get on the elevator. I hit 2. And the second I hit 2, we get down to the second floor. The door opens. And who's standing there?
The kids.
Yeah.
It was just me at the time.
No, it was you and Rich.
No, it was just me at the time. Rich was in the restroom.
Oh, yeah, we had to wait for him.
we had to wait for
But
him.
because I had the key card, we was there to get back up.
Yeah, I was like, Alex, we gotta wait. He's like, why? I was like, Rich is in the restroom.
Yo. Because at that time, I was like, bro, I'm just tired of today.
I'm like, Rich, just hurry up, bro. Alex, back. Hurry up.
We get in the elevator.
Hurry
The
up,
whole
bro.
time we going up the elevator, I'm like, so how did y'all get lost?
Oh, we were on the other side.
They told me the story. They was like, yeah, we was on the other side. I was like, how did you get on the other
Bro,
side?
it said Hilton. How am I supposed to know which Hilton it was? It said something Hilton. I was like, it's gotta be this one, right? It says Hilton.
Fun fact: they were in the same building. They just went to the opposite
The
side.
opposite side of the
They were
building.
in the, it's the same thing. It's just they went to the opposite side of the place.
I know.
Lobby to the right instead of the left. Even though we clearly said go to the left.
No, it's not the same lobby. It's two different ones. So it's like your Hilton, right? And then the other side is another one.
No.
Yeah.
What he's saying is it's all the same hotel.
It's the same
You
hotel.
just went through a different
You went through a
entrance
different entrance.
Oh,
the same
It's
hotel.
all the same fucking lobby.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was the same
Ay,
lobby. I
wait.
didn't know that.
So yeah, we finally get up into the hotel room with them 2. And I'm just like, by this point, I'm just like, yo, today has like thoroughly beat the actual dog out of me. I'm just gonna chill until Zora started coming up with ideas for street interviews.
Oh yeah.
Yo, it was I'm surprised that I didn't get a phone call in my room to tell us to shut the fuck up, because we were being rowdy, we were being loud,
That
we
was
were being
mad
us.
fun. That was mad
We were
fun.
being
And
us.
so y'all did. So y'all. Anybody who doesn't know how we get down, like just by ourselves, we were like, we asked people questions like, "Hey, what is your favorite Street Fighter character?" And if they were like, "Oh yeah, I really like Jiri," we were gonna ask the question. So when did you realize you like feet? Just stuff like that. Just
That may still happen, by the way.
That might still
that
happen
could-
because
but-
if it's a game.
But like, we ended up in the room. Chris thought that for his Tekken pools, he had his match one was a king main. So he asked Nate over here for king practice. So they ran the sets for like almost 2 hours straight.
Yeah, we played a lot.
And I was just
love
watching
his
because I
seconds.
also had a king main in my first round.
Yep.
And we just chilled. I think y'all were there till like midnight.
Yeah.
It's like 1 a.m.
We was
Yeah.
there chilling, playing games, talking, bro. It was just the chilling with the homies, like
Yeah.
Yeah, it was straight up vacation, bro.
yeah.
Yep.
And then we finally leave. We get on the elevator and we go down. We get to the first floor of the lobby, and as soon as the door opens, all I hear is Zora go, "Hey yo, that's Yipes."
I see Yipes behind you. I'm like, hey yo, that's Yipes,
Yo,
bro.
mind you, at this time, Yipes got like 4 monitors on him. He got the arcade stick on his back. He's clearly not trying to be seen right now. And this man, as soon as the door opens, hey yo, that's Yipes.
Hey yo, what up?
Yeah.
He just looks so tired, bro. He looks so fucking
That
tired.
man hit us with, yeah, much love, yeah. Like real talk, like
Yeah, get the fuck out of my way.
Yo.
Yeah, make room in the elevator. Get the fuck out of my way.
Move, dude.
Then we got back to the hotel, and this is where we started finding out more stuff about our room. Like for instance, my bed was the furthest from the door, closest to the other side, and we had these what were they?
Curtains?
The privacy
I can't think of
curtains?
the words.
No, they weren't privacy
they were
curtains.
not.
They were like gaudy, see-through, let all the fucking light in the room curtains.
So we had these curtains, right? And I was trying to close them that night, but I couldn't. And I was so aggravated and done with everything. I was like, whatever. We just gonna go to sleep.
Bruh, you couldn't if you wanted to. The fucking curtain rod is supposed to be like fucking perfectly horizontal. That bitch was like this. So one of the curtains was like lopsided. Man, that shit was fucked up.
Yeah, so we went to sleep that night and we woke up in the morning. Now the morning was fun.
Oh, me, not me and Frank. Not me and Frank.
No, I'm talking about when we did go to sleep. Y'all stayed
Nah,
up
we
playing.
played until like 4 a.m.
Y'all was running sets. When we finally all was like, we went to sleep. We woke up the next morning. I wake up. I'm like, yo, it's kind of cold out here. Like, yo, what's going on? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going on. Somebody done messed with the AC or something.
Bro, mind
Hey.
you, at this point, I don't got no damn sheets.
Oh no, you got bed sheets.
I got bed sheets.
You
I
got
don't
no blanket.
I got no blanket, bro. And I'm out here suffering. I'm shaking my ass off.
I
And then-
slept just fine, bro.
I was shaking my ass off to the point
but
where
Nate-
I had my hands in my pocket. Not even
Why
my
did you
pocket,
sleep
in
fine?
my-
Because I brought my own shit. I brought an air mattress, my own pillow,
wild.
and my own
that
blanket.
shit was wild.
Because I knew
had-
exactly what was
Bro.
gonna happen.
I had my hands inside of my pants, bro.
Why didn't you?
I was
Why,
like,
didn't,
bro,
why didn't you cuddle with Demi?
what?
That's a big ass blanket he was using.
No, bro. And then, listen. And the funny thing is that Debbie told me, he's like, bro, I don't know what's happening to you last night, bro, but you was dying, bro. I had woken up just you shaking. I'm like, Debbie, it was cold as fuck, bro. and then Debbie's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like right after I saw you, I was like, it can't be that deep. And he's like, let me test the waters. He lifted the blanket up, pull out his hand. He's like, oh, nah.
So,
I was
nah.
like, what?
So
you
I-
see me struggling, you don't fucking.
Yeah, I woke up first because I was like, I'm not walking. I'm driving to the venue. If you're awake, you got to ride. If you don't, you can walk. So
I walked, but
I was
that's because
awake.
I was across the street.
I'm about to say, really, my guy.
You were right there.
I was
bro.
awake. I ain't
Yeah.
walking.
I woke up. I started getting ready. I took a shower and all that good jazz. Come outside. Nate, he up. He getting ready.
But wait, you missed something. When y'all got back to the hotel, what happened?
I really hate.
All right, I got you. So initially, me and David and Rich, we were.
No. Before even we got up. Before that part, something happened before that part.
Yeah.
We went back and we parked in the parking lot.
Oh.
And everybody was like, "Oh, you got to give your keys to the." I had to give my key to the front desk
Yep.
Why?
Stranger.
Why would you have to do that?
because apparently they needed the key to your car in case they had to move your car so that other people could get out. Crazy. Anyway, like so, we pull in and everybody's like, "Hey man, you shouldn't get your keys to the front desk." My literal words were, man, these people, I ain't trying to get them my key. They can suck my, and I got out of the car with.
Remember, these are his people and he loves them.
Yeah, I still wasn't giving you my key.
No. Who you gonna trust for that?
Like,
Nah,
bro.
that's not it. That's not it.
No, here's the funniest part is that Walter paid for the ballet and he did give his key. But the level of service there versus the level of service
I
you
was about to
had,
say,
I understand why.
I'm about to say, are you comparing the Hilton to
That's
the
a valet,
Boardwalk
bro.
Inn?
Like,
That is
like,
a ballet.
like that's ballet.
You gonna get
yours
that
is
back.
an inconvenience.
Yes.
You gonna get that back, bro.
It wasn't even a boardwalk.
You're not guaranteed to get that
Yeah,
back.
there
if
was
you
no
didn't.
boardwalk.
False advertisement.
The boardwalk in.
False advertisement.
But yeah, so
A lot of it was false advertisement,
yeah.
apparently.
So at this point, I'm done with these people. So I'm just like, when I'm going to the elevator, I'm going upstairs. I don't care. Some little dude comes running.
The one working at the front desk.
Sir. What's up? We need your key. Yeah, we need your key in case we have to move your car. I was like, oh, you need my key? Okay, bet. When I tell you I went in a super petty mode instantly because I didn't give him my keys. I took my car key, took it off the ring slowly and handed him the key.
Stay petty, my friends.
Stay petty. That's right.
I was like, you know what? All right. So I hand him the key, give him the room information. We go upstairs. But they went upstairs first, and I believe I was dorky. You can tell it's part of the story.
Listen, it was me. I think it was me, David, and Demi.
Wasn't Frank there too?
There was
I
Frank,
think
too.
Frank was there too. I don't know. I think he got there first. I don't know what it was. Did he drive with us? I don't know.
No. Y'all got up there before me. It was me and Nate was together.
Okay, yeah. Then Frank went up. Okay, cool. We went there, and as we were walking into the room. We didn't have a car. We didn't have a key, so we couldn't get in. So we were just out in the hall, just talking. We were just chilling, whatever. We were talking, doing whatever. And then a room right next to us opens the door, and then a lady walks out. And then she just proceeds to stare at us for the rest of our conversation
While standing in the doorway.
while standing in the doorway. And here I am, the friendly guy that I am. Hi, how are you doing? Do you need anything? She's like, oh, no, don't worry. Just proceed what you're doing. Normally, when you say that, you're trying not to be an inconvenience, right? Oh, this girl was there. Just there. Like, nothing. Like, I was like, bro, like, is she just going to stand there all day? Like, what's going on? So I proceed, being the person that I am, I'm like, okay, she's just going to stand there. Whatever, cool. We just continue talking whatever we were talking. We were just talking, da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And Alex walks towards us as he's going there. Alex goes, you know that person? No. You know damn thing about that person, bro. She's just there.
I mean, if it was just really random, y'all was talking to some white girl just outside her door. I'm like, oh, they made a friend.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all, bro. She was just there. Like, she didn't even say nothing. That's the messed up part. She was just staring, bro. Like, just straight up staring.
All right, I want to say this because, we all come from urban backgrounds here. If y'all saw, and y'all know where we was at, we were not in a place you would deem safe.
We were in the Boardwalk Inn, the safest place on earth.
Sure. Anyway,
Stay petty, my
if
friends.
I saw 6 men outside, I don't care what your nationality is, what your race is, 6 men outside my room, all with big bags. I don't care I'm not coming outside. That is all the more reason for me to
got
stay
balls,
in
bro.
the house.
Yo, she wildin'. I was like,
man.
yo.
She was wildin', but I wouldn't say she brave. I would call that stupidity.
Damn.
Cause
She wanted some young meat.
she probably did.
I don't know, bro. No. Hell no. She was
That's like
not
the third
You
opportunity
gotta
you
take
missed.
one for the team,
Hey,
Juan.
yo, hell no. If anything, she wants some
Another missed
Alex.
opportunity.
Some Alex.
She might have paid for the room.
Bro, hey, yo.
Could have got Alex a discount.
No.
A well-deserved discount from what I'm hearing.
Hey, yo.
Hey man, look.
Maybe she was the hotel manager. She just wanted to know how her stay was going.
Oh my God.
Nah, she was gone before we left, unfortunately. Wish she was the hotel manager.
Bro. No, and then, okay, after the fact, right, I think it was like I don't know how long it took for them to do this. It was like I think 20 minutes after we got into the door, we hear a knock. A knock. Doof, doof, doof. Hey, and we all stared at each other. It was like a hive mind. And we went like,
We not opening that door.
we is not
I've
about to
seen
open
this
that.
movie.
Bro.
'Cause
When
mind
I
you-
tell you, we all just like, no.
Because mind you, David had his own room, but David was in the room with us, and everybody else wasn't expected to be there until either later that night or like the next day.
I think Sin was gonna be there at like 1 a.m. with
1
the
a.m.
twins.
Yeah.
And it was like I don't know, it was like fucking 12 something. And we were just like,
We not doing that.
nah,
Not today.
I'm not dying in this movie.
Yeah, well, all of us was like, yeah, nah, anybody hear that knock? What knock? Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what the saying goes? If you heard it, no, you didn't.
Exactly, bro.
So,
That shit was wild.
And then there was was that the same night? Was that the next day?
It was the morning. It was the morning. Are you talking about when they
Yeah.
passed by? Yeah, that was the morning.
Somebody walked by the window and everybody in the room like stopped what they was doing and just looked out the window.
Bro, it was a nigga sense. Like, I'm being for real. Like, let's be honest here, bro. I was
you
looking
heard
at
it,
Alex.
no, you didn't.
Bro, I was looking at Alex. Like, I wasn't even looking towards the window. I was
Man,
looking at
yeah.
Alex, and then as soon as that thing passed by,
Man, are you sure y'all weren't staying in like Hotel Brujeria or some shit?
bro, it was wild. We
playing,
all
bro.
like looked at it. We were staring at it for like a good minute. Like, we like, what?
Are you sure you weren't talking to like Yoran when you were talking downstairs
Bro,
to the lady?
good.
bro?
Nah, bro, like
That shit was awkward.
I ain't even want the breakfast because who cares about granola bars and muffins? Let's
It's
be real.
high in fiber.
So like I woke up that morning and I was like, yo, you know what? They have breakfast here. I went downstairs to check it out. They had a custom bike from Orange County Choppers down there on display, which was kind of cool, not practical.
Such a good breakfast.
So I went over to the breakfast area and I looked at the menus and I'm like, oh, okay. I looked down omelets. Oh, nice.
Options.
Nice.
I
Fresh
like
roll. Look at
options.
that. Options.
It's crazy.
$24?
That's a good ass omelet.
Wait, for all you can eat though?
no.
It was all you could eat.
Okay, that's not bad.
It was all you could eat. I'm like,
$24 not bad.
I'm looking at my phone and see what options there are around here. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to walk all the way to fucking IHOP. Well, we paid $24.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
No.
I'm gonna say this. It was good food. I wasn't expecting much from the scrambled eggs, but they were good. I didn't get an omelet because cheese, CEO didn't want to mix that.
I mean, you can have an omelet without cheese unless they didn't offer one.
I didn't want to risk it.
I'm about to say he want to eat on omelet without cheese.
Yeah, no. If I'm gonna have an omelet, I'm gonna have it with cheese. I make
See?
omelets at home. I suffer later, but that's a whole other story.
And those are made right there too.
No, he made that. They're made
'cause
right there.
At Evo, they have the same exact breakfast
Why I
area.
feel like every time we woke up, it was like some Bone Thugs and Harmony playing. Like it's the first of the month, like so.
But
Like meanwhile, Dennis over here waking up. It's a beautiful morning. Like no, fam. Yeah.
All right, so
That's fucked up, bro. That's
confession, right?
fucked up.
Confession, right? That night I went to sleep and I was like looking out the window. I'm like, I'm not gonna close the blinds. I want to wake up to that sunrise. Cause literally it was the bed. I'm looking this way. That was the balcony.
Yeah, and
Let
it's
me tell
facing
you.
east and everything.
Yeah, the whole nine. It was the whole nine. So it was like, time for breakfast. Meanwhile, these guys are like, I think
Man,
there's
the
some
hood
ghosts
though.
here.
Lot the hood though. Like, really.
I had the breakfast. I called these guys and this man's like, oh, we here? Where you at? I'm like, I'm walking in right now. Walt was getting ready and they were gonna head down to. So I'm pretty sure Chris had pools.
Oh, this is my first lucky break. Okay, yeah. No,
Yeah, so we get there and they're like, and he's like, Alex is like, oh, I'm over here. I'm trying to get a converter. Where you at? I'm in the big convention area and I'm over by the junk food stuff. I'm like, all right, cool.
I was like, I'm in a really big line. You'll notice me when you walk in. Yeah.
So
Soon as he walks in, he looks over. Big line.
So I'm gonna hang out with the homie while he gets his converter. And then we're standing there, we're moving, my line's moving up and it's moving pretty quick.
Yep.
And we're shooting the shit. You know, I'm asking him, you know, how he feeling because I've been there, but he hadn't. So, and then we hear a lady. We have 5 left. We have 5 more left. And I see this man. I looked at him. He looked at me. I stepped out of line, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You good?
Bought the last converter.
He bought the last converter.
Homie behind me was mad.
So mad.
Yeah.
And like, I asked him, like, what would you have done if you were number 6?
Hey man, look, if somebody go to sleep, that makes me 5. That's all I'm saying.
Just coming up behind somebody, just shh.
Nah, I would have been like, yo, go over to the little food stand, buy a drink. I'ma accidentally spill it, and then we gonna push him into.
Yo,
we don't know what happened.
Oh, he fell. Hey, can I get that converter?
He ain't gonna need it. But he got the very last converter.
Yeah,
it was the luckiest break. So many people were pissed behind that line.
Hey, fam, on the bruh. And then on top of that, this is a after story because I found this out. I let Moth the counter, put him on the counter.
Call out.
So I let Moth borrow my converter, right?
Because he needed a converter.
Yeah, for his matches.
For his Street Fighter matches.
Y'all know my converter's broke. It works, but it's chipped. Thanks, Moth.
So you remember when you handed it to him, and I was like, "Say bye to your converter, Alex." And then he came back and he was like, "So I gave your converter to who did you give it to?"
Troy.
Yeah, I gave your converter to Troy.
And then Troy walks up.
The person who lost the original converter. That
Call out number 2.
Dude, my face when he told me that. Nate was standing next to me. He was like, "Who'd you get?" I was like, "Oh, Moth, you got my converter?" "Oh, nah. I gave it to Troy." My face just dropped.
Yep.
And I just see Nate.
I fucking looked right at him. I was like, "I told you.
Yeah.
I told you."
So now I'm like freaking out because I'm
so
like,
fucking funny, bro.
Where's my converter? I gave him my converter for 30 minutes. How do you mess this up
So
that fast? And then Moth was like, "What's going on? Why is that looking like that?" Nate goes, "Troy lost his first converter." Oh man, I didn't know.
Fucking hilarious.
Troy shows up and he's like, I don't know why Moth gave this to me. But here you go, Alex.
Comedy gold.
It's like, Moth, my man.
Yo, bro.
I still want to know what the point was to you giving Troy the converter. He didn't need it. And he walks up to Alex and he's like, I don't know why he gave this to me, but here you go.
So funny.
Bro, if I had not got my converter back, me and Moth might have thrown hands. I'm not gonna hold you.
IRL versus 10.
Like, it might have been us. We might have been a CEO story. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Bro.
Hey,
the CEO
you would have not been the only ones flipping out a CEO, I'll tell you that much. We all saw that story.
Oh yeah, the DBZ. Ooh.
Hold up, but we have already actually reached our time. I told you, Dave.
Be continued.
Us getting there was gonna be a long ride. Man.
So
You missing a big part though.
Which part?
We didn't call out Jules.
Oh,
Not yet.
no!
Stop. There's a reason we didn't call out Jules yet. I said she was gonna get called out. I didn't say it was gonna be part 1, but she definitely gonna have to eat that.
You gonna get ate to the other day.
you'll find out next time on Round Start Podcast.
No, man, but
See, that's how you do it.
With that being said, then that's definitely the end of this round. But bruh, stay tuned because the next part, this part get kind of crazy.
Everything got
JoJo
crazy.
to be continued. JoJo to be continued right here.
Don't bring up JoJo's, bro. Don't bring up JoJo. JoJo's is trash. Don't fucking.
I will say this though, real quick. Shout out to Alex Jabali.
Yeah.
Oh, best guy ever.
Like,
Love that guy.
and you'll hear the rest of this, but I want to give the shout out now because this event he put together is absolutely amazing, and it was like all over, like everything, the entire experience. He didn't have control over the hotels.
Or the
But-
places that we eat.
Or the places that we ate.
Or the
but
homeless.
yeah, let's not get started with that. But let me tell you, the event itself from
Start to finish.
start
it
to
was amazing.
finish, once we got
Amazing.
there to the end, a lot of interactions, a lot of awesome things that happened during this event.
That man was fucking everywhere.
He was.
He
and
was zooming like it was fucking Tokyo Drift on that Segway.
That man,
Yes.
that man on that Segway.
He was
Yeah,
putting in work. And I tell you, man, that I don't know how all other events work, but
That one was smooth.
that one was smooth,
Very.
man.
But no,
Smooth.
man,
Even the times we had hiccups, they were resolved like that, and you'll hear all about it next time.
Yep. That's the end of this round, man. And for the round start, we'll definitely see y'all next time. Be easy.
Yeah, we're like in the back of somewhere. We're like in an alley. Like we don't know what the heck we don't know where we're at.